Hey, what is up guys? Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to my videos. Alright, now that the Subi is painted, the exterior looks very good, but the interior doesn't look good or smell good. Now, at some point this car was getting painted in this garage right here. You can kind of tell by how clean the car paint looks, but the doors were off on this car. And a lot of times when I was sanding or doing my body work, I would need to either get in the car, move it, or there would just be sand dust flying in the car. So now when you open the door, you're gonna find the chairs looking very hazy, very dark, very dusty. Now the dashboard itself is also very dusty. You can tell by just me passing my finger through that, but floor mats are even worse, and I want to change that today. I don't like having a dirty, nasty smelling car, and I actually went to Walmart and picked up a couple things to help me out with this detail video. I went ahead and got this detail brush. Now I got that from the auto care section in Walmart, so I'm pretty sure they have one in your Walmart. Check other Walmart, don't always go to the same one you always go. I found this one in a Walmart that I rarely go to, but I saw that and I ended up picking it up. Now I already have a detail brush. It's this one right here, but the bristles are too soft, and I already went ahead and used it on my wheels. Now whenever you're detailing cars, you don't want to mix brushes, towels, because you're able to cross-contaminate. So I went ahead and picked up this brush, and the bristles on this brush are a little bit more stiff, a little bit more aggressive. So I'm actually looking forward to trying this out and see how it does in the interior. Now I don't think it's aggressive enough to scratch anything, but I think it's more aggressive than the one I got here from Chemical Guys, which is this one. But it was around $5, maybe 10, but this is gonna help get in those nooks and crannies. Now what I'm gonna be using to clean the entire interior of the Subi is gonna be this Chemical Guys interior cleaner. I said this once and I'm gonna say it again. I keep finding myself buying this product, so if I keep buying it, just know that it does its job, and it actually leaves a very nice odor behind, so it doesn't leave like this very chemically nasty cleaning smell. Highly recommend. We'll have link down below. Now because the car is a little musty, I want to go ahead and change the smell of it. I want people to get in the car and be like, damn, this car smells good. So I went ahead and picked up a couple stuff from Little Trees, and they're all black ice scent. Now I have this right here. This is something that you can spray in the carpet or seats. This right here, everybody knows what this is. I went ahead and bought a pack of 6 because I have more than one car, so I got a couple extra for the other ones. And then last but not least, I got these air vents scents. Now these again go in the air vents. I don't know if they're gonna fit in the Subi, but if they don't, I'll just put them on my truck. I just want to be able to start driving this car and feel comfortable while I'm in there and not feel icky. And I also want to have a nice smell in there. Right now it smells like a shop, so let's go ahead and take care of that. Now the last thing that I do want to show you guys is going to be this brush kit that I bought at Walmart. It's a set of 4, but when I used it, it kind of ate through where it's supposed to go, so it's all rounded off. I do have this brush here, but don't really see myself using that. I do see myself using this one, but I don't need it right now. And then lastly we have this one right here. This one I haven't broken at all, it's still intact. But this right here is a heavy duty bristle brush, and this one right here is a medium duty brush. But I went ahead and picked up this Hyper Tough 3-piece scrub cleaning set. I picked it up mostly for this brush right here. Now I do want to get deep inside the fabric and actually get as much out as possible, so I do want to scrub the seats. I will have this link down below. I will also link to this down below for you guys, but just know that you can't go that fast or else you're gonna round that off. And I don't usually keep this car in the sun, but one of the things that I do want to do is also apply a trim coat to the dashboard. And the coat that I'm going to be using is VRP from Chemical Guys. Now this right here is a vinyl, rubber, and plastic protector. So that's going to help repel any UV light while also moisturizing everything that's inside the car. So I'm also going to apply a tint coat of that throughout the entire dashboard. Anything that basically again has either vinyl, plastic, or rubber. Now whenever I clean the interior of my cars, I start off by doing 2 things. One, I separate everything that is gonna get thrown away from everything that's gonna be kept. Even if it's gonna be in the car, I find it easier to just remove everything that you can remove. That way you don't accidentally vacuum it, and it helps keep everything out of your way. Once we do that, The next step is going to be to remove the floor mats. Typically what I like to do is I like to go ahead and really clean my floor mats. Again, your foot rests on those floor mats, so you can give yourself an idea of how much bacteria is on there. I like to use water and soap to clean them. So while I clean the interior of the car, I can just let the floor mats dry. So that's why I like to get those done first. Now when I vacuum, I like to start vacuuming from the top and work my way to the bottom. If you do it the other way around, as you're working your way up, a bunch of stuff is gonna fall on the ground and you end up gonna having to do double the work if you clean the floor and then go back to clean it again. So that's why I like to start again from the top and work my way down. Now one tip that I will say is work with the car. If you have to move the seats forward, adjust them so that you can go ahead and really get in there. Once we vacuum, this is where the fun starts.
Love the chase and the hunt, and I set the pace when I'm running. I always take what I want and I always give it 100. Don't need a bank, no I'm funded.
Alright, I just did a little experiment with both of these car interior cleaners. And originally, I went to go get this one right here. My girlfriend bought this one a minute ago. And it got to the point where it doesn't have any more air. I don't know if it's oxygen. I was looking forward to using this, but again, didn't have any air. So I went to the store and picked this up, but then right next to it I saw this Shell Auto multi-purpose cleaner. It says right here that it's America's #1 pre-threatening stain remover. Now I thought this was gonna do a better job than OxiClean, but it honestly didn't. I am gonna get my money's worth out of this, so I will be using this from time to time. For the most part, I'm gonna use this. Right now all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spray the entire floors. And I'm just gonna do the 2 front seats. I'm not gonna do the back seats, but I do want to get all the floors. And then in order for me to really get in there, I'm just gonna go ahead and whip up the red brush that I bought and just do the entire car with that. I also have a handle down here that's gonna help me get a better grip on the drill. So let's clean this car. Alright, now the brushes that I bought at Walmart are made out of 2 whole different bristles. This is the reason why I picked this up. I actually wanted this because it wasn't too soft or too aggressive. It was just in the middle. But the pack did come with 2 brushes, like I said. This one is a lot softer. Like, if I were to have 3 categories, which would be light, medium, and heavy, this would be below light. So what I plan on doing with this specific brush is using it to help me spread my BRP. Now again, I'm gonna spread this on any vinyl, rubber, or plastic that the interior has. But the way that I want to spread it is a little different than what the bottle recommends. First, I'm gonna give it a good shake. Then I'm gonna pour some in here. And then I'm gonna use this brush right here. Just play with it. And then I'm gonna bring it over here. And again, I'm just gonna spray it everywhere that I can. Kind of like a paintbrush. Now, I know this might not be ideal, but I'm gonna rub this all off. And because this panel has been sitting for so long in a dusty room, right now I need to give it a few minutes to actually absorb so that we can keep and maintain this wet look that we got going on here, instead of this like matte black look that kind of gives it that dusty look. So I'm just gonna keep spreading this everywhere I can, and then let it sit for around 2 to 3 minutes, and then wipe it all off. Alright, the entire interior of this car is officially nice and clean. Now, because we use so many different chemicals with so many different fragrance, all you can really smell is a bunch of cleaning chemicals in here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna let this air dry overnight. I'm gonna go ahead and put the windows down, and then tomorrow morning I'm gonna go ahead, come back and apply some of this Black Ice fragrance spray, which is this one right here. Again, I love the smell of Black Ice, and that's gonna be like the cherry on top with this interior cleaning. Now, because I did use soap and water to clean my floor mats, they're very hazy, they're very foggy, they're very matte looking. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply a small coat of this VRP. Alright, it is now the next day. It is very slushy outside right now. As much as I would like to take this car on a drive, it's not worth it. We're gonna get so much snow and so many crevices. This car doesn't even have a fender liner, so maybe next year she'll see the snow, but for now I want to go ahead and put the floor mats back on the car. Now, there's a reason why there's a small bottle of this. You don't want to go crazy with this. All I'm gonna do is spray 1 pump per footrest. So again, work with the car. The car smells very well, very good. I'm gonna remove the cap. This right here is my access port. Ignore it for now. Again, all I'm gonna do is add 1 spray, but let's make sure we got some out. There we go. I might add 2 actually. So 1 and 2. Now with the seats, I want to do 1 on the bottom, 1 on the top. So I'm gonna do the exact same. So 1 and 2. Actually 3. Nice. I'm just gonna repeat the exact same to the rest of the car. I'm also add a small spray on these parts right here, and then I'll put the floor mats. And just like that, we are officially done with today's video. Let me show you guys one last time how good this thing came out. Now, I am gonna try and keep it clean for as long as possible. Right now, this is how everything came out. You can really tell where all these small imperfections are now that the car is clean, but honestly, I just wanted something nice and clean, something I wasn't feeling icky in every time I got in. And the fact that we gave it that coating made everything nice and bright, really gave it that wet look. Let me also show you guys the rear. The floor mats came out great. The seats look so good, and honestly, it smells so beautiful in here. But now that the Subi is clean, I gotta take the time to work on the truck. So next time you guys see me, we are gonna be working on the truck. With that being said, if you guys like today's video, don't forget to like and subscribe. But this is Javi from Javi's Productions. Peace out, my friends.